That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.
No tears, please. It's a waste of good suffering.
Fairly alarmed here.
Welcome to MOTN Random Select. Random Select, where we pit two random films against each other and have them fight it out to see which one is the superior film, the superior cinema. It's the cinematheque. Fight. You cannot escape from crossing fate. I'm, of course, your host, Mike G. And with me, as always, is my MOTN Reviews partner in crime, Brian.
Hey, how you doing? Let's get into it.
You ready to get into these two films?
Yeah, I am. Let's do it. What
Absolutely.
we got?
So we got two random films picked from a magical sorting hat, and we're going to go through these films.
Love that.
And see which one it makes the cut.
I have an idea what may be coming, but go on.
Let's do it. So the first film we have is a cultural phenomenon. It's Saw, the first Saw film, which is the beginning of its, 9-10 movie franchise, something nuts like that. And the versus is Jurassic Park Fallen Kingdom.
Saw versus Jurassic Park. All right.
I find it kind of funny that we have the beginning of a franchise and the end of a franchise going at each other.
Is it the end?
It's the last one, and it was horrible.
Is it the end?
It's never the end.
Fight.
So let's go ahead and just do quick synopsises of both of these films so we can tell you what we think and who is the true victor. So for Saw, we have the photographer Adam Stanheight. That's a weird name. I didn't know his last name. And an oncologist played by Cary Elves. I forgot he was in this movie. Regain consciousness while chained to pipes at the either end of a filthy bathroom as the two men realize that they've been tracked by a sadistic killer only known as Jigsaw. They must complete his perverse puzzles and find a way to survive this hellish ordeal. In the second film, the versus is Jurassic Park Fallen Kingdom. 3 years after the destruction of Jurassic World theme park, Owen and Claire return to the island of Nublar to save the remaining dinosaurs from an oncoming plot convenience volcano erupting at the same time that breeds terrible trouble with the invention of a new genetically created dinosaur.
Fight.
Look,
Man, here's the deal and a tad bit of background. That's the way I'm going to go. Never saw a Saw film. Never seen a Saw film. Not a single solitary Saw film.
This is like you watching Psycho for the first time.
That was watching Saw for the very first time. And then we have a little background with Jurassic Park, which I absolutely love. The newest of the new
Jurassic World branding.
Yes, absolutely. Had a fantastic time with it. And now I'm going to put these two franchises against each other.
Yes.
Look, bro, I'm going to start with Jurassic Park, man. That was a terrible movie.
I'm sorry. What do you want me to tell you, man?
That was a flat out terrible.
What do you want me to tell you, man?
Chris Pratt?
He does what he does.
Whoever wrote it? No. Like, there are so many no's across Jurassic Park.
The movie starts with a no.
Oh, my goodness.
And it ends with a no. It's with the biggest no of the franchise.
I don't think I smiled once. I don't think I was enjoying myself once. All I was looking at is going, what did you do to Jurassic Park?
I got strong feelings about Jurassic Park Fallen Kingdom. And I will say this. First of all, I'm upset that we're in 2018 and the effects look worse than when they did. Maybe it's me wearing rose-colored glasses because I was little Mikey Short Pants and was like, wow. But there's a lot of homage scenes in this film that are so ham-fisted. You thought maybe like a 10-year-old written them. So there's a scene where they're going through the boardwalk of Jurassic World that's all dilapidated and destroyed. And for no reason, a Dilophosaurus just walks by. It's Isn't it just so beautiful? Like, we've done this before. And it's a crappier looking effect.
We've done that whole movie, like, sections of it over and over and over. Like, the Tyrannosaurus. Really? Like, really, again?
It happens 2 times in the movie.
What, is that the 5th time we've now... It happens I didn't even notice it happened twice.
There's the first time where you see it for the first time, and it eats the dude on the island. In the opening scene, it does the na, and then it does it at the very end of the movie versus a lion, which makes no damn sense. Here's the thing.
Oh, the lion! Oh God,
I forgot about the lion.
You know what? And as we talk about these movies, one of the things that I like thought about is the fact that what stuck with me after I watched it a day or 2 later, because we're not rose colored little Mikey anymore. We're grown ass freaking people.
Right.
So themes stick with us. We see things in a different light.
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing about Lost Kingdom. Is it
Lost Fallen Kingdom?
I don't even know that it is a completely unremarkable movie, and I'm very sorry. I know a lot of hard work went into it.
I will say this, and then we can move on to Saw.
Oh man, I should have probably been a tad bit more positive. Sorry.
No, it's fine. And I will say this is that on the positive side of this film, because this is a versus, it has to get some hits in.
Yeah,
is that. Trying to find a positive. I think that the reason why the original film looks so good is because you had limitations with special effects, right? You had limitations with practical effects, so you have to frame it only so much. Like, we never saw all of any dinosaur at any time outside of like the raptors, and that was at the very end of the film. So it builds tension and it builds suspense. And I'm watching this movie and I'm thinking. Well, I was scared to death watching the Raptors for the first time, or when the T-Rex came out of the paddock, and it's not just it's film, like you said, it's pacing, it's film directing.
Folks, I wish that this was being taped, because my reactions, I am so exhausted. Like, I couldn't get behind it.
And there's characters that are just slapstick.
I'm sorry. And the only thing I'll give it is Bryce Dallas Howard was not wearing heels this time. But
goodness.
She was in boots.
Fair enough. She learned from her lesson.
I mean, they look like the Han Solo boots, but are they easier to run in? Can we seriously get a pair of athletic shoes if we're going to see dinosaurs?
Get her some Air Force Ones or something.
So, as we move on to the second one.
Let's talk about Saw.
Saw.
I'm curious, as someone who's never seen Saw before.
Freaking A! Saw? One of the best films I've seen this year.
That's what I'm
saying.
If
I had not seen Infinity War, this Saw would be the best film.
Why
I've not been able to get the taste out of my mouth. Saw was so damn good. And I don't judge a book by its cover. I'm not a big horror fan. I thought it was torture porn, which I have no idea what part 9 or 10 turns into.
Right.
I have no idea. But, spoiler alert, when dude gets up in the freaking bathroom, bro.
It's epic.
It is
epic. I'm so happy you weren't spoiled on that just through osmosis.
Holy
You just lose it, right?
I mean,
why do you think this movie spawned 9 sequels?
When I think about The Usual Suspects and Memento, I think Saw was better because Saw was just more. It was just raw.
It's top 10 movie moments, dude. It's Jason jumping out the water in Friday the 13th. It's
so good.
It's Psycho. You know what I'm saying?
So good.
It's paced well. It's written well. It's acted well. And it just gets under your skin. And the dude is justifiably right.
Yeah. He's justifiably right. I'm very curious what happens, and you don't have to spoil it for me, but let me ask you, the rest of the franchise, is it as good as that first? Are there movies that are as good as that first one?
And I don't want to seem too harsh, because I know there's Saw heads out there, but no, it never gets better than that. And that's the problem with horror sequels. Horror sequels never go up. They go down.
Man,
you tell me one horror sequel outside of Evil Dead, which I don't count because it's like horror comedy, that goes up. Friday the 13th goes down.
I'll give you that.
And it spikes up a little bit with Dream Warriors and it goes down again.
Dream Warriors, that was going to be
Friday the 13th goes down,
and that was,
in my opinion.
That's the...
Because it stops being scary and it starts being cool. It becomes a different movie. Horror doesn't go up.
Yeah, no.
Horror goes down.
I don't really have one.
I can't think of one.
Unless you're talking like Alien 2, but that's more
It's
the
like-
sci-fi horror.
It stops being
like
horror
thing.
after Aliens.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Aliens makes it action
For
sci-fi.
sure. So, yeah. As we put these two up against each other, and I don't even need to say anymore because
Yeah.
we're going to be seeing Saw again in this tournament,
Yep.
is the fact that Saw literally saw the shit out of Jurassic World. That thing don't...
Some
folks,
films
2
are
hours.
so ungrateful to be alive. You know what I mean?
man,
But not Saw, not anymore, man.
Oh, so good.
To make it nice and simple, Saw wins. Saw with a fatality.
Fatality.
With a fatality on flawless victory.
Flawless victory.
Because I could
on
not
this, for
find a bright spot in Jurassic World, and I try to watch these movies objectively.
And ladies and gentlemen, if you guys think Jurassic World is a better film than Saw, God bless you.
God bless you.
That's why movies are subjective. We absolutely love it. I'd love to hear your reasons why.
Absolutely. So we're going to put these two films pitted against each other on the battlefield of Twitter. So when this actual episode launches, we're going to also launch a poll to let you choose which is the better film. And if you feel like it, you can go into our comment section and tell us all about it. I have, of course, been your host, Mike G, and we'll be talking to you next time on Random Select.